Hello, everyone. Welcome to the instructions for our fourth major assignment, which is the conference-style essay. This one is going to be range around 7 to 8 full pages, of course, not including the works cited page. And the due date is going to be Monday, October 12th, 11:59. So this essay is based on the conference-style paper given by literary scholars. The topic is open, so long as it discusses at least one aspect related to Milton. While you can approach this essay in numerous ways, I gave you just a good list of kind of regular methods for the approach to kind of conference presentations. So, one kind of typical way is to apply a theoretical lens in order to interpret a text in a new way. So, how does post-colonialism or Marxism or feminism inform a text in a new and different way? Obviously, one of the most popular ones, that kind of counter argument, how does your interpretation contrast with past or current ones, right? How is your interpretation maybe more accurate and so forth? You could also discuss proper pedagogical techniques for any level, of education in terms of how we should approach Milton or how to teach Milton and so forth. And of course, analyze the significance, relevance, and meaning of a character or, of course, a theme from a work. Another popular one there are even specific conferences that are themed around comparative um, analyses and so forth, would be a comparative literature approach. So, how has a work um, influenced 21st century media, and it could be any kind of form of media or art and so forth. So there's a lot of especially if you're very interested in Paradise Lost, like William Blake did illustrations, Gustave Doré did. So how is art connected to Milton and so forth. Another one is, of course, explication, right? So, important passage that hasn't been properly analyzed or explicated, you focus on how that specific passage is crucial to the construction of the work's theme and significance and so forth. If you're interested in biography and history, biographical approach is always important. Biographical criticism is a very popular one. So, how has the author's life inspired the creation of a work or framed the construction of messages, settings, characters, themes that are common to the author's work? And then historical reception. How has reception changed over time concerning a work, whether it's critical reception or reader appreciation or even both. So, there's a lot of different ways that you could approach this kind of style. And these are the typical kind of frameworks that people use at a conference presentation. Now, it still has to have a singular focus. So, again, make sure to have specific guiding framework. That's the most important aspect, especially if you examine more than one text, which you can. You will include, of course, research to support interpretation, but usually the research is to help justify your kind of framework and offer general support. It's not like a journal article where you need to have like a huge amount of research or huge amounts of backing. A lot of times conference presentations are works in progress. So, it's not like someone's going to be counting to make sure that you have like 20 sources or something. I've presented a conference where I've only had like one or two kind of research articles, or I've had papers and stuff that if I've conducted research myself, it relied more on firsthand research. So it just depends on, of course, the parameters. And again, your topic can be a new idea. It could be developed from any of your previous assignments, whether it's homework or the major assignments, whatever. Feel free to, again, build on and scaffold previous works. Now, the grading scale is very similar to the contemporary issues essay. The only thing that has changed in terms of like lowering points for, focus and topic sense argumentation, increasing the points for detail and argumentation itself. Everything else, again, is pretty self-explanatory in terms of the grading scale. Obviously, if you have questions, though, always email, text, or post the Canvas forum. If not, just good luck on this assignment and take care.